wanted to give a little update here to the Laser Genetics ND3P subzero. This is the laser illuminator that I've been talking a whole lot about and using. Running the remote pressure switch here, and I pulled it out of the gun case yesterday, I guess it was, and the remote pressure switch would not work. The switch here on the tail, it would work just fine. I went through, messed with it, couldn't get it to work. I assumed the switch had failed. I sent Gammo a message. They're the ones that actually do produce this device. Tell them about it. I just now came back here, and I happened to look over here, and I noticed that the battery cap had somehow, and it's got detents and everything in there, but somehow it had loosened up just a little bit. So I went ahead and I threaded it down, and then I tried it out, and lo and behold, the pressure switch works again. Pressure switch works just fine now. And I tried to loosen this cap back up and see if I could get the pressure switch to stop working, and it worked no matter what. So I'm not really sure what the deal was. It's something I'm going to keep my eye on. But if any of you all do run this device and the pressure switch stops working, check your battery cover and see if that's what it is. I'm also going to keep an eye throughout running this, make sure that battery cover does stay on. See if it might be a good idea that I'm going to end up having to put some Loctite or something like that on it. They offer a block-off plate back here for this switch, to where you pull the back cover off and put a plate there, and it completely omits the switch on the back of the unit and makes it to where this remote switch is the only one that works. I don't like that, because thinking of it from a tactical type situation, if your pressure switch did fail, if this cord here ripped off or something like that, you got two things there. You either wouldn't be able to activate your laser, or what would even be worse, there is a possibility that the thing could go on and just stay on, and the only way to turn it off would be to remove this battery cover or to cover it up. But by the time you realize what's going on, you've already given your position away. So I like the idea of having some redundancy here, to where if this does fail, I can still turn it on and off this way. Emphasis on off. Granted, even if this way, you could still have a failure, but at least this way you're less likely. It's like having two flashlights. One is none. What do they say? Two is one and one is none. Yeah, that's it. Well, basically, the chances are just a lot better off that you're not going to have a problem. So, either way, just some thoughts I had here as I was looking this over and messing with it. There you go. I still highly recommend this unit, even if this would have been a failure of the pressure switch. It's not a big deal compared to the overall usefulness of this unit. I also went ahead and added in this Magpul rail cover up here. As you can see, I've got this F4 tape that holds my remote pressure switch on. It's a tape. I think I talked about this in one of my other videos. This tape only sticks to itself. It doesn't have any adhesive on it, and I've got it on there just to double check and make sure that this is where I want to run it at. I will eventually end up running a Magpul remote switch mount for this, but for now I ran this tape on here. That way I can move it around and get it exactly the way I want it. Put this top rail cover on. It helps hold it on, and it gives me a good location for a rope grip up here. Either way, thanks for watching. Please subscribe.